Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randacia or Randy4short, and in this video we are going to be setting up my 2021 vision board and goals. Well, I'm going to be telling you my goals, but before I did that, I just wanted to review my 2020 goals and just kind of see how I did. And yeah, so let's get into it. All right, so this was supposed to be my vision board. I never got around to it because I was trying to like gather up magazines and like physical stuff. Because I am such a like paper planner, I wanted to like cut out magazines and like stuff like that. I started it got overwhelming and I did not finish it. So the vision board was blank for 2020, but I did do like this Mod Podge of like my goals list. So for 2021, my one little word was focus. But yeah, once the pandemic hit, my word became progress. So I'll get into that a little bit more. But for right now, my overall number one goal for 2020 was to become debt free, or as much as possible, become debt free. So I like to separate my goals into four sections: financial, spiritual, personal, and career. So, and I thought to focus on one goal or like a section per quarter. So that's why you see Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. I thought it would be easier that way, but I know now that I just have to set a main goal and just work on the rest of them as the year goes on. But for my financial goals, I wanted to start our debt-free journey, which we did. So that was complete. I didn't want to add any new debt, which we kind of completed for the most part. Like I didn't add any new debt, but my husband has started school. And for those of you who are new, my husband is on track to getting into med school so he could ultimately become a doctor. So he did get some student loans this past fall quarter, and that will only continue to grow. So while I didn't pick up any new debt, he did. So I just put a half of a slash, just to kind of to mark that we made some progress, but we didn't ultimately complete that goal. So the next one was to pay off half of our debt balance, which we actually did really good. We paid off all of our debt except for my student loans, which was more than our goal for 2020. For spiritual, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was very ambitious. Apparently, that word focus, I thought I was going to have all the focus and time in the world. So, spiritual, I wanted to read the entire Bible. And yeah, you can read the entire Bible in a year, but it's very ambitious. And I did not even start that. So, and I wanted to utilize this Bible study workbook that I have, but I didn't start that as either. So, for my personal goals, I wanted to clean and synchronize my digital footprint. So, by that, I mean that I wanted to get rid of paper clutter that's been following us since like me and my husband moved out of our parents' house. And yeah, it's been some years that we still have like a box or two a piece that we need to go through with nothing but like paper. So, yeah, it's just about time. I don't want to get rid of mine just because I know that in there is like stuff from our wedding and stuff like that. So I don't want to just throw mine away. I don't know what my husband is doing. I can't speak for him, but I know for mine, I didn't want to just throw it away. So yeah, so this next one I wanted to set up kind of like a digital filing system on my computer and like get our files organized because I'm the one that mostly handles the family's finances. So I wanted to kind of like clean up my digital filing on my computer. And I wanted to clean my inboxes. So my email inboxes. My email inboxes, like I get so much spam in newsletters. Okay. Let's see. So, my husband just called me, so I got like distracted. I don't know what I was saying, but I think I was talking about cleaning out my email inboxes. So I get so much spam and so many like newsletters and all that kind of good stuff, just like promotions that I don't even bother to clean out my inboxes. So I have like I kid you not, thousands upon thousands of emails in my inboxes, and I have multiple emails. So yeah, you could just imagine what a nightmare that is. So I'm kind of reluctant to start that. And yeah, I didn't even, well, actually, I did bother to clean out one, but it's just like, again, I need to just unsubscribe some stuff from some stuff, which I did too, but it's just ridiculous. And then this other one for personal was reincorporate my old me style. So basically in my 2020 planner lineup video, I was talking about how I was feeling like frumpy ever since I had our son 2 years ago, and I just never snapped back to the old me of getting dressed and blah blah blah. But I realized that my style I'm completely fine with. I lost pretty much all of the baby weight. I mean, I do have like a little fupa, but it's nothing compared to so many others. So I still fit in my old clothes. Like I've worn the same size since high school. So I'm kind of not really hurting for clothes, or like I do love my style. It's just that right now our finances are tight and I'm not focused on style. So I haven't really bought anything new to kind of like get me back in the groove of like fashion and things like that. But also too, I have a lot of clothes. So I really don't feel the need to buy anything new. So mostly I found that the problem with me feeling frumpy and stuff is that I'm just not getting to the hair salon. So I am all about my hair. If my hair is done, then I feel good. If my hair is not done, I don't care if my face is beat and my outfit is fly. If my hair is not done, I don't care what is going on. Like I don't feel the best. So I haven't been getting my hair done throughout 2020. So yeah, like I started it, but as soon as I got like super serious about paying off debt, yeah, just fashion fell by the wayside. So and then the last one for career was I wanted to relaunch one of my Etsy shops that's been on vacation for quite some time now. I'm still not going to get to that. It's just that's going to take a lot of time and I'm just not going to get to it. So, and I didn't get to it. But I did want to focus on this YouTube channel. So I did want to post 100 YouTube videos in 2020, and I'll show you the results of that in just a second. I did put that I wanted to post 3 times a week on my personal IG page and then post daily on my planner IG page, neither of which happened. Like IG just, I started it, but it just wasn't keeping my attention. So yeah, and I just didn't know my style and like what I wanted to do with IG. So yeah, but I want to revisit that in 2021. So and then that is for like this top section was for my creative goals. So like my creative career, which I call YouTube, like my side thing. And then for my professional career, I wanted to just like focus and perform and potentially double my bonus. So yeah, so that is basically what I did for 2020 as in goals. And then as for my 100 YouTube videos, this is how I tracked it. So I used the little savings jar that came in. I believe this page came in the Girls Just Want to Have Fun's companion pack that came out in 2019 for 2020. But I know there's like these are in. I think it's in the new budget companion pack as well. So yeah. So what I did was basically put like whiteout savings and put goals in alpha stickers, and then right here I put monthly videos posted, and then in the 3 columns, I made this one gold, this one the actual number of videos that I posted, and I kept up with the grand total so I could kind of like adjust my numbers as needed. So I started off pretty good, and then in March, you can see I only posted one video in March, and I mean, the pandemic happened. That was the start of it. So I kind of like lost my focus because you can see I was doing pretty good. I kind of fell off my February goal, but I just lost my focus. I mean, who didn't in March when the pandemic started? So that's when I shifted my word from focus to just progress because I didn't know what else was going to happen in 2020. And it's just like I didn't want to stop. but like I knew I couldn't just focus on YouTube, like making YouTube videos. Like I just couldn't. Like I have a family, so, and I have a career, so I had to make sure that I was doing what I needed to do in order to keep my job and make sure that everything was secure, my family was okay and healthy and everything like that. But I kept going, made progress. Like 2020, I really wanted to do Vlogmas, but as you can see here, October I did 8 videos, and then November I only did 3, and then December I did 13. So this dip, and then these were my original goals. So October I was supposed to do 5, November I was supposed to do 5, and then 10 in December. But once I kind of like ended October and I saw that I needed to readjust, like I wasn't going to make my goal. So I kind of like was like, okay, I'm going to do Vlogmas to reach my goal. And I wanted to post multiple videos in December, but that didn't happen because you see that my new goal for November was 12 videos, but I only posted 3. And that's because in October, we did get pregnant. And in November, I found out in November. So I knew then that I couldn't do Vlogmas because doing YouTube takes a lot if you're already working full time outside of the home and you have a toddler and, you have things to do around the house and so on and so forth. So I kind of like cooled it down in November when it came to YouTube so that, I was just trying to do 1 video a week. So I kind of like took it easy in November and just accepted the fact that I wasn't going to meet my 100 YouTube video goal because I needed to do what I needed to do in order to stay healthy and get as much sleep as possible while I was pregnant. But in early December, we found out that I was in the process of miscarrying, and I actually miscarried while I was at work. So that was a sad and unexpected and traumatic experience. So I took a little bit of time in the beginning of December just to, let my body heal and everything like that. So at this time I couldn't go to the doctor because in uh like a couple of days before I miscarried, I called to make an appointment so that I could go to the doctor, but that's when I found out we didn't have health insurance since my husband had went part-time in October. So we have been without health insurance unknowingly since October, which is crazy. So I was like, okay, at that time, I was like, okay, I'll just make an appointment for the 1st of January or the soonest I could get in January, and I'll just ride it out. So that was risky, but again, my husband is in the medical field, so we kind of talked about it and we felt kind of like good about waiting until January, but then we had the miscarriage. So I still haven't been back to the doctor just to make sure I'm okay and, the miscarriage process completed. But I feel fine. I'm not having any more like bleeding or anything like that. So I still am going to make that appointment in January. But for right now, I just have to wait. But it is New Year's Eve, so like literally tomorrow, I could probably make an appointment to go see the doctor. But it just, it depends on how quickly the insurance and my husband's job talk to each other to like let the system know that we are covered again. So, but either way, don't worry, I am fine. But I just want to make sure that I am actually indeed okay, and I want to get that from a doctor's mouth. So I will be making an appointment in January as soon as possible. But for right now, let's go ahead and add up how many videos I posted in the month of 2020. How close did I come to posting 100 videos, which was my goal in 2020? So I was at 77 at the end of November. So plus 13, that is going to give me 90 videos total. So I was 10 videos away. Oh my gosh, I was 10 videos away from meeting my 100 video goal. And those 13 videos was in like the last 2, maybe 3 weeks of December. So I'm actually proud. And it was the most videos that I had posted in 2020. So yeah, so you can kind of say I would like just buried my feelings in work, but yeah. So that's how I did with my 2020 goals. So let me show you really quickly. So now let me show you my 2021 goals. So this is what I'm doing for 2021. Let me get a glue runner really quick. Okay, so these are my goals for 2021, and this is the vision board that I made in Canva. So now that I know I am not like a paper in like that whole kind of thing, like the paper has to be readily available and like it has to be a whole little thing. I know that there is a thing such as like a vision board party that I've been hearing about. I've heard about it, a couple of years here and there, for like New Year's Eve, friends get together and do it. I do want to see, once maybe not this year, but next year, if my friends want to do kind of like a vision board party. I think we had talked about it earlier this year, but again, we are definitely quarantining. So I'm going to take this down right here. I'm going to take this page out. So as I tell you my 2021 goals, I'm just going to point out like things I put on my vision board that correlates to that specific goal. I don't know why I just put all that tape on there, but it's okay. All right, so I want to get it to the edge as close as possible because I made this size to be 5 inches wide and 8.5 inches tall. So cool. All right, so I'm gonna also zoom you guys in too so you can like see. Okay, so for 2021, my one little word is intentional. So this year, I want to be intentional about what I'm doing, what I'm bringing into my home, what I'm bringing into my like personal space, and just what am I doing? Everything that I'm doing, I want it to be intentional. So from the videos that I'm posting, my performance at work, my marriage, my relationship with my son, friends, family, everything. I just want to be more intentional about it. So, for my financial goals, our one main goal for 2021 is we want to have a fully funded medical sinking fund. And that's going to take some work. I don't know if we'll complete it all in 2021, but I just want to start it for sure and have that be the main focus. So there's going to be layers to the sinking fund. So if you guys had noticed, back in October or like 2020, I was always talking about us putting money into the medical fund to get my husband's dental work done. But in my budget videos, I switched from the dental work to just saying medical because that we were starting to save up for baby number 2. So since we had the miscarriage, we kind of like backtracked and really discussed, going into the new year, what we want to do with our medical sinking fund. So it is still our goal. And we do want to get my husband's dental work done. So what we're going to do while we're still trying for baby number 2 is to save up enough money for my husband to get his dental work done. And then, but if we become pregnant in the meantime, like before we get his dental work done, then we're going to shift to saving up for baby number 2. Like that money is going to be saved up for baby number 2. And then anything in excess of that, we're going to get my husband's teeth done. If we can manage to do both at the same time, then that's great. But right now, yeah, it's a little tight. So we're doing like one or the other. So but all of the money is going into the medical fund. So as as we go through 2021, we'll make decisions on what we're going to do as far as where we're going to spend the money, like how we're going to spend the money out of the medical sinking fund. We're just going to discuss it and just go with the flow. So yeah, so the second part of that medical fund again is baby number 2. And then ultimately, we want to save up enough money for our out of pocket max, which typically is about, I want to say like 7,000, somewhere between like 6 and 7,000. And then I do want to have a buffer so that we have our like fully funded medical fund. And then we have like a buffer of maybe like 1,000 or two to just, in case we need to go to urgent care, in case we need to get some prescriptions. I wear contacts. I'm like blind as a bat. So I definitely need contacts. Any dental work, things like that will come out of that little like short term, smaller medical sinking fund. And we won't have to touch our larger, like actual medical emergency fund. So that is like the last thing before we fully complete the medical sinking fund. And then just while we're working on that, I do want to simultaneously get 1 month ahead in bills. And I do plan on making a video about how I intend to do that without taking away from putting all of our savings as much as possible into our medical fund. So this the 1 month ahead shouldn't is the goal, at least that's the goal, shouldn't take away from us saving up our medical sinking fund. So the next, for the financial goals, you can see like the emergency fund, money over here, and budget right here because I'm like a budget planner babe. So that's what I have right here. And then this little adorable baby girl, because I do want our second baby to be a girl. I am hoping for a girl, but either one is going to be loved equally. We just want, and right here in between, like this represents my husband getting his teeth done. And then this right here in between both of them, I want both of them to be healthy as well as our son. So, and I have family right here. So this whole little section is just like a healthy family, taking care of what we got to take care of in order to do what we need to do and continue thriving in our health. So the next section is business goals. And this is, I did kind of list it from importance, most important to least important. So business goal is the next important section. And since I've been trying to do Vlogmas since I started YouTube in 2019, so I'm like, Lord willing, I am going to do either Vlogtober, which is vlog every day in November, because I don't know if I want to do Vlogmas because it seems like Vlogtober I would be able to show you like a little bit of Christmas but still enjoy my Christmas, as well as like fall is my favorite season, so I can kind of like take you through fall and then the transition into Christmas. So I'm thinking about that, and then you'll probably get a full month of vlogs in Vlogtober. But if I do Vlogmas, then I'm thinking to do 12 days of Christmas, and then like the first through the 12th of December, and then the day after Christmas, like take a break, and then the day after Christmas resume videos. So yeah. And then that's what I'm thinking. But in order to prepare me for Vlogmas, because you guys know I don't get in front of the camera all that much because I don't really feel the need to, because most of my, like I said, I'm like a budget planner babe, so I don't need to get in front of the camera, but I do want to expand the type of videos that I'm doing. So I've made it a goal to make at least one video a month that shows my face and like I'm in front of the camera, so that it'll prepare me for Vlogmas or Vlogtober. And in order to track that, I went with the same little mason jar savings thing in order to like, and I just whited that out up there where it says savings goal again, and I just put vlog, and my goal for each month is to do one vlog. So yeah, at the end of 2021, I should have 12, well, not counting November or December, like those every single vlog, but I should at least have 12 vlogs at the end of 2021. So, and then I want to make it a goal to consistently post on Instagram. I didn't want to put a number on how often to post on Instagram. Like, I just want to post on Instagram in what feels like a consistent manner to me. And I'm very reasonable. I don't know. I'm aiming for daily, but I don't know if I can do daily. So I'm thinking like at least weekly, a couple times a week, but I don't know what that number looks like. So I'm just like filling it out to see what consistency looks like to me. So for the business goals, that's what I have right here. I have like this little picture of the phone with all of these little social media icons, and then I put consistency, and then here goes Vlogmas, and then you have this beautiful lady rocking her fro in front of her camera, and then I have subscribe, and this 10K, like 10K is the next number that I would like to hit on YouTube. Who knows if I'll hit it in 2021? I mean, anything's possible, but that's just, I guess, a goal to work towards. And I'm only at like 1,000 or so right now. So that would be a stretch goal, which I'm not afraid of. So that's the pictures that I put on here for the business section. And then next is personal goals. So I've been wanting to learn calligraphy for some years now. So that is my number one goal, my number one personal goal. So I want to be able to brush letter my name on all of the hello pages of all of my 2021 planners. So yeah, I haven't written my name in any of my planners. I want to save that for 2020, like the end of 2021. Once I finish the love letters happy planner that I'm using right now to help me learn calligraphy. So that's that. And then another goal has been for me to put together our wedding album and my son's first year of life. And I wanted to do albums for that using the system that I want to use in order to put the albums together is Project Life by Becky Higgins. And I've had the supplies for that since like years ago now when I first started planning, but I never really took time to do it because I was trying to make the big memory keeper from Happy Planner work. But I actually enjoy the Project Life and want to pick that back up. So that's what I'm going to do for my wedding album and my son's first year album. And then I do want to roll over that 2020 goal of decluttering all paper. Like, it's time for me to get rid of these boxes because, oh my gosh, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So I want to go ahead and do that. And then for this section, what I put on my vision board. Oh, and I forgot for the Vlogmas, that's where this big Christmas tree with the Christmas presents come from. But for the personal goals, right here is like a paper type of star up here, and then I put declutter right here because I do like a mixture of words and pictures for my vision board. So this is supposed to represent the paper declutter, and then right here I have this photo album, and then I put the lettering over it to represent all of my personal goals. And then the last one, my spiritual goals. I have not been making any strides in this. I'm going to be honest, like as far as reading the Bible, like that is important to me. But again, if you watched my 2021 planner lineup video, just the season I'm in, I'm not making much time for anything other than friends and family and YouTube. So I know that's terrible as a Christian, but I mean, it is what it is. And like, I'm like a perfectionist. Like I want to have the time to just get up in the morning, sip some tea, read the Bible, not be rushed to read it, and just really get into it and study it instead of rushing in the morning, I'm just reading it just to read it and things like that. Like, that's not how I want my relationship with God to what I want it to look like. Like, yes, I do have an app on my phone that gives me like daily inspirational like devotionals. So I do have that. I mean, I do talk to the Lord. Like, I have my own ways of maintaining my relationship with him, but I do know that studying his word is something that I definitely want to do because there's so much power in it. And I just want to become well versed as a Christian. And, that's just a personal goal. And I think it will benefit me. But yeah, it's just, I want to have the time to sit down and get into it like I want to. And it's just right now, I don't have that time. So, but I do want to practice daily gratitude. I did use my 5-year Hobonichi. I did repurpose it for daily gratitude. So that has been working out. I started it this month in December just to see if I wanted to add that to my lineup for 2021. And I think I'm going to, and I'm going to try and stay consistent with it because it is pretty simple and pretty easy, and I do enjoy it. So I think I'm just going to pick up a few more things to make using it a little bit more enjoyable. So a little haul for my Hobonichi coming soon, hopefully. But yeah, that is my spiritual goals. And for that goal, I just put like this little picture of a heart where on the heart it says, I am grateful. So, and that's just to represent the daily gratitude that I want to do. So, that is my 2021 goals and my one little word in my vision board. I hope you guys, enjoyed before I go, I created this. I don't know if I said it. I created this picture on Canva, and I do have a link in the description if you want to check out Canva. I really, really enjoyed Canva. Like it took me maybe like 10-15 minutes to put this together, and I think it came out pretty cute. So yeah, again, the link is in the description if you want to check out Canva. I think it's really good. I do use Canva for all of my YouTube thumbnails, so that is something that I want to get like more proficient at in 2021 as well. But it's not like a set in stone goal that I want to work on. It's just it'll be one of those wayside goals that I work on, on the side. So these are my main goals for 2021. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if it feels right. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.